Thank you. Good morning and welcome. I'm Zora Mulligan and I'm your Chancellor. I want to thank each of you for taking time to be here with me today. This is an important tradition and I am delighted to share it with you. I'd like to recognize a few people specifically, starting with Anthony Priest, who carried the mace in today. Anthony is the chair of our Faculty Senate. Anthony, would you mind rising so you can be recognized? Next is Trevor Cressman, who is the chair of the Staff Senate. Trevor did not carry the mace, but he did participate in the improvement of the mace. Someone in our welding program did some work on the mace, and it's in better condition this year than it was this time last year. I'd also like to recognize all of the faculty and staff who are here today. So if you're a faculty member or a staff member, please rise so that you can be recognized. Thank you. Students, please look at all those folks. They are here to help. It's my pleasure to recognize and introduce our speaker this morning, Mr. Jacob Petrus. Jacob is the Vice President of Operations and Physician Services for Ozarks Healthcare. In that role, he works alongside providers and staff to improve care for patients and to strengthen community health. Jacob is also a 2016 graduate of Missouri State West Plains. He made his mark on campus when he was here, including serving as an ambassador. Do we have any ambassadors in the house? Make some noise, very good. He then went on to earn a bachelor's degree from Missouri State in Springfield and master's degrees from St. Louis University and New York University. His professional experience includes working at Burrell Behavioral Health and Cox Health in Springfield. He came home to West Plains and to join the OCH team in 2023, and he's been making a difference in the Ozarks every day ever since. Jacob and I have some mutual friends at Cox Health, so I reached out to them to see if they could give me some dirt or tell me a few funny stories that I could share with you. So after quite a bit of probing, here is the dirt. There isn't any. They described Jacob as very kind, but also capable of handling extremely difficult conversations with doctors and other high-level healthcare providers. They also said that he is super respectful and always has a great attitude. So if that's the worst thing that your former colleagues can think of to say about you, I think you've done pretty well. Clearly, Jacob is an alum that we can all be proud of. Please join me in welcoming Jacob Petrus.
Okay, thank you, Chancellor, for the warm introduction. Can everyone hear me? Am I good? Okay. So first off, good morning. It is an absolute pleasure to be here today with each and every one of you. For this moment, it's a lot more to me than just standing behind a podium. But before I say anything else, I want to stop and congratulate each and every one of you. The choices you made, the hard work, the sacrifices, the determination that brought you here in this room today is all worth celebrating. So take a moment and feel that. Really feel it. Because being here right now is something you all should be very proud of. I grew up here in West Plains. I know the town, the Friday night football games, the Grizzly games, and yes, I know that Walmart is still where you're most likely to run into half the people you know. So if this is your first week in West Plains, trust me, you'll learn it pretty quick. I started my college journey right here 2 years ago in the very seats that you're 2 years at Missouri State, in the very same seats you're sitting in today. When I first showed up, I didn't have it all figured out. Honestly, ironically, I thought my public speaking course might actually kill me. But now here I am sitting in front of you doing something that at one point I never could have imagined. I think life really has a funny sense of humor sometimes. I can still remember that first speech I gave in class. My hands were shaking and sweating, similar to how they are right now. My voice cracked at least twice, and I'm pretty sure I stared down at my notes the entire time. But if you would have told me that in a few short years I'd be giving a convocation speech at my alma mater, I easily would have laughed you out of the room. It's something I simply couldn't have imagined. But really, that's the thing about this university. It doesn't just prepare you for what to expect, it prepares you for the things you haven't even yet imagined. What I found was more than classes. There was professors who knew my name, friends who studied with me, and a community who truly cared whether or not I succeeded. Those 2 years didn't just give me credits, they gave me confidence, they gave me momentum, and they gave me a belief that I could do more, I could do great things. So let me say this very clearly. you made the right choice in coming here. Sometimes you may wonder if I should have gone somewhere bigger, should I have gone somewhere farther away? I get it, there's always that little voice in the back of your mind that's saying, man, did I make the right decision? But what I discovered is that a university isn't defined by the size, the number of Starbucks locations it has. It's defined by the people that pour into you and the opportunities you're given to grow in that environment. And in that way, Missouri State University West Plains is second to none. And I know some of you may still be adjusting, that's fine. Maybe this is your first week away from home. Maybe you've left a job or family responsibilities to return to school. Maybe you're carrying doubts about whether or not you can actually do this. But I want you to hear me clearly, that you belong here, and that every single one of you belong here. And this university, this community, is here to walk alongside you, to challenge you, and to cheer you on at every step of your journey. Here, you're not just a number in a lecture of 400 people, and trust me, I've experienced it, it's not fantastic. Your professors will actually know if you skipped class. And believe me, they will ask where you are, and I don't know that from experience, but that personal investment truly is rare, and it's a powerful one. It means that when you leave here, whether you've gone to Springfield, you finish your degree here, or you immediately step into a career service, you're walking away with confidence, not just credits, resilience, and relationships that will last you a lifetime. So let me give you just a quick example of that. So during my time here, I had a professor who didn't just teach me content, they taught me how to think differently. I remember walking into their office, nervous about an assignment, but instead of giving me the answer, they said, Jacob, I want you to go back, figure it out, and when you figured it out, come and find me. At that time, I'm sure I rolled my eyes because it's honestly probably not the answer I was hoping to get. But looking back, that was truthfully a turning point for me. It showed me that someone here believed in me before I fully believed in myself. And honestly, that's the power of this place. You'll have people who refuse to let you settle for less than your best. So as you start your journey, I want to leave you with 4 pieces of advice that someone gave me that have stuck with me through my entire academic career. First, take advantage of the opportunities. Join a club, study abroad if you can, go to the events. Even if it feels uncomfortable, say yes. For me, it was becoming a student ambassador, Rachel Peterson. You are. I was incredibly hesitant with doing that. Ironically, talking to you all right now, I am a natural introvert. The idea of putting myself out there, giving tours, speaking on stage, meeting new people, it terrified me at the time. It wasn't something I thought I could do, at least at the time. But I signed up anyway, and immediately it plugged me in. It opened my eyes to everything this university had to offer. I met faculty and staff I wouldn't have met otherwise. I made connections with incoming students, and I realized this campus had far more to offer than I realized. That one yes, that simple choice changed my entire college experience. Second, get to know your professors. Trust me, they want to know you. They want to see you succeed. And years from now, when you need a recommendation or you need some advice, you'll be grateful that you built those relationships early on. I had a professor who often would stop me in the hall to ask me how I was, not how my performance was in class, but to truly see how I was doing. And again, that kind of investment is rare, and it truly does change you. Third, don't be afraid to fail forward. It sounds odd, but you're going to make mistakes, and that's fine. You'll bomb a test, you'll forget an assignment, you'll wake up late for an early morning class, and to be honest, I wasn't perfect. I missed deadlines, I got grades lower than I wanted, but what I learned is that you will recover. You will get better, and you will. And sometimes those setbacks teach you more than the simple wins. Fourth, build relationships that last. College is not just about academics, it's about people. The friendships you form here, the mentors you connect with, the classmates you struggle with alongside during finals week, those relationships will carry you far past graduation. Some of my closest friendships trace back to this very campus. They became people I leaned on through tough seasons and people I celebrated with during great ones. So don't underestimate the power of building a community here. And if you leave here listening to only one of those pieces of advice, that's the one I would really take home. When I look at where I'm at today, working in healthcare, leading teams, and making decisions that impact patients and families, my own family and friends, I trace it all back to Missouri State University West Plains. This is where I learned discipline. It's where I learned resilience. It's where I learned that success is built one step, one choice, one relationship at a time. And again, that all started right here. So today, in closing, as you begin or continue your journey, remember this. You're all in the right place and you've chosen well. Take every opportunity that comes your way. Say yes to new challenges, even the scary ones. Get involved, meet people, and don't be afraid to fail forward. It's okay. And one day when you're asked where it all began, you'll smile, just like I am today, and say with pride that my time at Missouri State University West Plains made me who I am. And remember how at the very beginning, I asked you to pause and just think about how proud you should be at this moment. By the time you walk off this campus for the last time, you'll be even prouder. Not just of where you started, but of who you've become and what you're going to do next. So thank you so much for the privilege to spend this morning with you all, and congratulations on the start of your remarkable journey here at Missouri State University West Plains. Thank you.
Welcome to the last event of Welcome Week. You made it your whole first week. I'm so excited for you and for you to come back next week, right? Yes, come back next week. So I want to do just a quick shout out to the folks that put together Welcome Week for you this week. So if you're on this Welcome Week committee, if you would please stand so that we can recognize the work that you've done. Okay, none of them are here. All right. So, in the back of the room, though, Luke and Douglas have shown out, sure enough. Let's give them a hand. Not every student went to their schools this week and got a whole pig. No, I'm telling you. All right, so it is my privilege to introduce to you your SGA president for this year, Max Biddle. So Max is an example of what might just happen if you spend a whole week with me, Luke, and Douglas. Because when he went to spring break in 2024, I convinced him he needed to apply to be an RA, and he did, and he got hired. Then in spring break 2025, we convinced he and his vice president, Michelle, to run for SGA, and now here we are. So, great things will happen if you decide you want to go on the spring break trip. I'm just saying. So Max is a returning student to Missouri State West Plains and was elected last spring by the student body to serve as the president this year. Max is from Houston, Missouri, where he was very active in sports and campus involvement. And at the conclusion of last year, Max and his vice president, Michelle, were very clear that they wanted SGA to be able to provide students the kind of experiences that make college a very special time. And as you can see this week, Welcome Week offered many opportunities for you to experience campus life. Max and Michelle worked through the summer to prepare for this year and are looking forward to this leadership role. Max has been very involved on campus. He serves as a student leadership role and as a resident assistant in the Grizzly Lofts. He's been a lifeguard at the Pool and Fitness Center, and he plans to work at the Student Rec Center. Max loves watching and playing sports and is looking forward to the coming year for intramurals and cheering on our Grizzlies. And in my preparation for my introduction, of course I did a social media search. Is it true that you drove an ice cream truck in your hometown? It was like big news in Houston, Missouri. I'm telling you right now, Max Biddle was driving an ice cream truck. So if you would help me welcome Max Biddle.
Thank you, Dr. Toddy. So, yes, I guess that is true. I thought I left that behind, but so don't ask me for any SpongeBob popsicles. I'm done with that era. So, but yes, hello, welcome everyone. I am your SGA president. My name is Max Biddle. So, I'm also a resident assistant down at the Grizzly Loft. So, if you live on campus, you'll see me a lot down there. We are trying to get everyone's ACs up and running, so be patient with that. Let's see. So I hope you guys have enjoyed all the festivities we've put on for you this week. I'm sure you guys have ran into me or my Vice President, Michelle, as we have been running around helping out and enjoying the festivities ourselves. She's not able to be here today, unfortunately, but I think that's a good thing because I don't want her critique. So, also I'd like to plug real quick because Luke is making me plug. So our SGA meetings are starting next Wednesday at 3 in Looney 108. So they'll be every Wednesday at 3 p.m. If you guys want to start getting involved in campus, these meetings are a great place to start. It's been a great kickoff to the school year. Me and Michelle are excited to see what we can do this year. So what does it mean to be a Grizzly? I've found out throughout my years here that being a Grizzly changes from student to student. It can also change over the time as well. That was the case for me. When I first got into college, I just wanted to get in and get out. I was new to the town, didn't know anyone here. I didn't want to go through the hassle of basically starting over, working to build relationships that weren't going to last for more than 2 years. I didn't see the point. So I didn't get involved, just kept the cycle of school, homework, sleep, and repeat. Being a Grizzly barely meant anything to me at that time. And that was probably one of the most boring and miserable times in my life. That was because I made it that way. Towards the end of that semester, I was using the gym here at the Civic Center and was offered a job to be a lifeguard. I was hesitant at first, but I had nothing better to do. So I started working here and started building relationships with my fellow workers. I started enjoying my time here more and more. In the following year, I went on a spring break trip, didn't know anyone there, and Dr. Toddy and me got to talking, and she said I'd make a great resident assistant. So I decided to put in to be a resident assistant at the Grizzly Lofts. It was a headache at times with many sleepless nights, but I really enjoyed helping students out, taking part in small events we held. During that time, I really started engaging with others and pushed myself to try new experiences. Around springtime, I went on another spring break trip. The election rolled around for SGA president, and I found a running mate who I only barely knew from that spring break trip. It took a lot of effort and dedication, but now I am your SGA president. I learned a lot throughout my years here. My view of being a Grizzly has changed dramatically since the beginning of my college career. To me, being a Grizzly is about learning. Not just learning what they teach you in the classrooms, but learning about yourselves as well. I believe this school is one of the best places to do that in. Most come to this school starting over and they might think it's a waste of time, just like I do. But I believe it can be a great foundation to start something new. Remember, any experience is what you make of it. If you don't put in the effort, you'll get nothing in return. Overall, you will learn something new here. What that something is may differ from everyone in every way. Throughout this year, I encourage you guys to remember that, as you guys will figure out yourselves what it means to be a Grizzly. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. It was enjoyed it. I like the ice cream truck. Chocolate, please. No, for that. Good morning, everybody. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Michael Orff. I'm the Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs here at Missouri State University West Plains. And on behalf of the faculty, I just want to say welcome to campus. Convocation, as Dr. Toddy mentioned, is the last event of Welcome Week. This is the week where you get to know people, you get to start to find out where you fit in on campus here and how you are going to proceed the next 2 years. On behalf of the faculty, let me just say this. They are here to help you. We are here to help you. Faculty, if you would please stand up for a second. They don't like when I do this to them, but they're going to. Turn around and look at the students if you would. So Convocation, guys, is about two things. One, it's about a commitment from you to your education. As you walk up here in a few minutes and sign the Book of Grizzlies, you're committing to do the best you can while you're here. Whether you be a student athlete, whether you be in a math class, a nursing student, an agri student, whatever it is, you're saying, I'm going to do my best. At the same time, the faculty that you see are committed also to your success. They're here to help you in the classroom. They're here to help you in their offices. If you are going to utilize the tutoring center, whatever it may be, guys, the faculty that you see here are committed to whatever you want to do while you're here. As much as you'll put out, they'll put out the same effort in return. Faculty, thank you. So just a few seconds now. My two voluntary people that I said you're going to do this are going to come up and they're going to direct traffic. And so what you guys are going to do is you're going to exit out the side aisles. You're going to come up the steps at the direction of the marshals that are going to be here in just a second. And you're going to walk across the front of the stage and sign your name in the Book of Grizzlies. Again, this is your commitment to your education here at Missouri State West Plains. And in return, we're committed to you. This is a great way to end the week. I always love Convocation. It's a way that we rejoice and celebrate the end of the first week. As Dr. Toddy said, you guys made it through the first week. If you can make it through the first week, you can make it through the next 15 weeks, and then the next 16 weeks, and then the next 32 weeks after that. Hopefully you're not here much longer than that. We hope. So congratulations on a good first week. Go Grizzlies. Students, if you would stand and come forward in the direction of our
There it is. So I get the honor of drawing for this beautiful prize pack bundle. If you came on Wednesday to Sample West Plains, you could sign up to win, but you had to be here today to actually get it. So, let us see. Trace DeVries, are you here? All right, we'll do this again. How about Tanner Walters? How about Bailey Whitaker? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for participating, and thank you for committing to a better future for you and your families. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.